A totally insane piece of Vermont history has to do with this piece of land that I'm standing on now. This is the site of the Battle of Hubbardton during the Revolutionary War. Now, while Seth Warner, who was the leader of the Continental Army Regiment, was leading the Green Mountain Boys, and some other New Englanders as well who were fighting with the Green Mountain Boys, they were here in this bloody, gruesome battle with the British. Meanwhile, literally on the same day, July 7th, 1777, a lot of sevens, there were 70 Vermonters at a tavern in Windsor, which is on the other side of the state, a little closer to where I live in White River. They're in Windsor drafting up a constitution to make Vermont a new nation. Okay, so the Continental Army are fighting the British to separate from the British Crown. And then other Vermonters are drafting up a constitution to separate from the Americans and form the Republic of Vermont. Now, why were they doing that? There was this complicated political battle, and it all had to do with land. All of this land over here was granted by Governor Benning Wentworth. It was the Wentworth land grants. That was Vermont and New Hampshire. But now New Hampshire and New York both claimed Vermont as their own. And there was this back and forth, and New York technically won in the courts, and then New York sheriffs were trying to boot Vermont farmers off of their land. And if you know anything about Vermont farmers, which I happen to know a few Vermont farmers, booting them off their land today in 1700s, probably not the best of ideas. Vermonters are independent, we're rugged, we're proud, and those Vermonters were not having any of it. That's why they gathered in Windsor to write a constitution and make Vermont an independent nation, which was called the Republic of Vermont. Stood as an independent country for 14 years before finally folding in to becoming an American state. That was happening literally on the same day as the Battle of Hubbardton. Kind of amazing, coincidental Vermont history. All interlinked, obvious a lot more, but now you know.